Hi there! Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Alcatel Idol 4 smartphone. And this is a smartphone that comes, as you can probably tell from the box here, with a VR headset and a pair of fancy JBL headphones to go with it. Now, Alcatel are a brand you probably have a passing familiarity with. They've been making consumer phones for many years, and their general MO is that they produce relatively cheap, affordable handsets that tend to have better features than you would expect, more premium features than the price would generally you generally assume from that price. And the same is true of the Idol 4 in front of us, and we'll get into that in just a little more detail in a minute. Now, taking a look at the outside of the box, we've already seen VR headset, JBL headphones. We'll get into that in just a minute. On the back of the box, first thing I want to point out, this is the Idol 4 6055. That's the stock we've got here at Clove. That's a single SIM device which is designed for the UK and European market. There are some dual SIM Idol 4s around. They have a different model number and they most likely do not come with the VR. So with the VR from Clove, it's a single SIM unit. And a quick rundown of the specs. We've got a 5.2-inch Full HD screen. We've got a 13 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel selfie camera, high quality speakers with waves, audio enhancement, octa-core Snapdragon 617, 16 gigs storage and 3 gigs of RAM. The cost of the phone with the with the VR headset, £229. Now I think even without the headset, for 229 quid, you're getting a very, very well-spec'd phone. And when we take it out and take a look at it in the moment, it's really well designed, it's light in the hand. By itself, £229 is a good price. With all the extras we're about to take a look at, I think it's unbeatable value. So we open the box. We've got a little bit of documentation. There's your warranty, your quick start guides, a little bit of information about Alcatel, phone numbers to call if you have any issues, all the usual kind of stuff. And our first extra of the day is a flip bumper case. So clip the phone in. It's got a nice soft webbing on the inside to avoid scratches to the screen. The window case so you can actually view your time, incoming notifications. This is the kind of accessory case which officially branded. We've seen the likes of Samsung, HTC, Sony, LG, etc. sell these. You could normally spend about 20 quid for one of these. So in the box, good start. As your SIM tray pin as well. So that's the first free gift. We pop this open and actually slide the rest of the package out. Put that away. That box is empty now. Think, well, where's the phone? The phone is in here. So it's actually shipped inside the VR headset. So if we unclip this and release the phone from the top, we'll come back to you in just a minute, Mr. Idol 4. Take a look at the rest of the headset. So this is the removable visor. It does little more really than just protect the back side of the phone when it's in the visor. Put that to one side. Our next gift from Alcatel is a pair of JBL headphones, as we saw on the box earlier, and these are pretty high quality in-ear buds. Difficult to put an actual value on them, but I'd estimate £30–40 for a pair of those if you were to buy those actually as a separate product. So Alcatel in good stead here with the rest of the kit. Now this pops open by pushing this button, which is shaped like the boom key, B-O-O-M key that's on the phone, which is a feature Alcatel are advertising. So if we undo this and take a look at the rest of the package, inside here we have a screen protector. We've got another case, and we've got a clear kind of bumper case that just clips on the back and corners. A little bit of added protection to stop the back from getting scratched or anything like that. Again, the kind of thing that might cost you a fiver, a tenner. It's Alcatel branded again. On here we have the strap. So this is the head strap. You can see from the pictures, you're meant to feed, once you take it out, you're meant to feed it through the clips on the side of the visor, and then you can tighten this and you can make it actually round the head, tighten it up so it fits you properly. And then we have the USB cable and mains charger. That's everything you get. So a quick rundown. You've got a window flip case, a bumper case, JBL headphones, a screen protector, and a VR headset, all for £229. Very good value. This piece isn't actually required when you're using the headset. It's just for carrying and for containing everything. So once you put the front piece on, and we have the strap on, here is your visor, and it looks, if you're familiar with one, very much like a Samsung Gear VR, which works with a subset of the Galaxy S smartphones from Samsung. Gear VR will set you back about 80 quid and has some touch panel controls on it. This has a couple of touch panel controls here on the bottom, so when the phone is in the front and you're wearing it head on, you'll be able to tap the bottom of the headset here to control the VR app, and that allows you to either select or go back. So if you're viewing an image, a VR image, or inside a 360 video, you can pause it or you can go back to where you were and navigate through the VR system application which Alcatel have installed on the phone. Let's take a quick look at the phone. Put this to one side. The Idol 4 itself is a very nice little phone. It's a 5.2 inch screen, so it's not really that little, but it's lightweight, it's well designed. Let's just peel the screen cover off, and it doesn't feel like a 5.2 inch phone. It's, as I say, it's very lightweight in the hand. It's got a very good build quality. So the screen edges almost right to the corner here, right to the edge, with a slight curve to it. We've got the silver trim, we've got the power button on the top left. The rear has a nice soft touch panel effect. There's a cover on here, but if I peel that off, you see we've got a shiny gloss effect, which is why you might want that clear bumper cover that comes in the package. And on the right hand side of the phone, we've got the volume, and we've got that boom key which I mentioned. You can't really see it on here, but with this case, it's got this kind of triangle exclamation mark symbol on it. And the boom key is context sensitive, so depending on what you're doing on the phone, it will do different things. So if you're just on the home screen, for instance, tapping it will create a cool 3D effect, and that 3D effect will change depending on which Alcatel screen I've got. If you're connected to the internet, you can also get live kind of weather feeds and updates by pressing that button. That button also has different effects. If you're playing specific games, you might get new features. If you're watching recorded video, you can get slow down effects or fast forward effects. If you're recording video, you can instantly upload to Facebook or YouTube by just pushing this button. If you're viewing your gallery, pressing the button can create a kind of collage effect of all the pictures in that album. It's context sensitive, and you have the ability from the settings to change exactly what that button does. It's a really nice feature, and it's really well integrated into the software. A lot of people don't like skins on their Android. I think Alcatel's one is pretty lightweight, and when features like this and the VR are so well integrated into the system, I think it's a case for a manufacturer adding value to the Android system by doing that. If we take a little look at the rest of it, this is Android 6. Now there is an Alcatel skin of sorts. As you can see, the icons have been rounded. They look a little bit like iOS icons. You can see extra applications here. We have the VR store, and we also have the VR launcher. So when you tap the VR launcher, the screen splits into two, and it gets ready for you to put it into the actual visor and come through. There's a few other applications and games. A lot of the games and extra applications on here are designed to show off the VR content. So this little game here, Lampa VR, that comes installed with the phone. You can get rid of that if you want to, but it's designed to showcase VR. When you actually run that game through VR, you can control the movement of the character by moving your head or moving the phone. The accelerometer of the phone is doing the work. There's a few other storefronts and things. So there are some extra applications and some extra settings on here than the standard Android Marshmallow, but it's fairly lightweight, and a lot of it can be disabled or removed if you don't want it. As it stands, the Idol 4 is a very, very good value phone. Without all these extras, without the VR, without the headphones, without the extra cases, £229 is buying you a solid mid-range Android 6 smartphone. It's modern, it's well designed, it feels light in the hand, it looks good, it takes decent pictures. You can't really go wrong with it. But there is a lot of competition in this space and at this price point, and I think it's right and it's very good of Alcatel to have tried something different, and by providing all of these extras, especially VR, I think they stand in very good stead to make some good sales on this, and hopefully to get some more traction in the industry as a smartphone manufacturer. VR is the new thing. Everyone's talking about it. If you want to, you can go and spend thousands on a gaming PC, on an HTC Vive or an Oculus Rift, and experience incredible ultra high definition virtual reality content. Obviously a smartphone and a little headset aren't going to do that, but it is a stepping stone towards that. And for people who are interested in VR and what the capabilities could be in the future, a little headset like this is the first step towards that. If you have friends who don't really know much about it, well, you pop this on their head and they have a go and they go, oh, I see, this is what it's all about when you start moving around a 3D space. And I think it's this kind of lower end VR, mobile VR specifically, which will get people interested and fuel the desire for the more expensive products as they become more readily available in the next few years. So yeah, I think really well done to Alcatel here. There's a lot in the box. It's very good value for money, and it's fun. Thanks for watching.